Hello everybody, and 2020 is going to be a good year for films, hopefully. There are some interesting films coming out that I am excited about, but instead of making a video where I talk about my list of most anticipated films of 2020, I decided to make a video where I just concentrate on the most anticipated film of this year, which by the title of this video you already know is Dune. Dune is obviously going to be based on the famous sci-fi classic Dune, which I have not read, and I was actually planning to read a couple years ago, but then this movie was announced, and I was like, you know what, I'll wait a little bit because I want to go into this movie not knowing anything. Now, I do obviously know the basis of the plot and what Dune is about, but I don't know the big twist or anything, so it's going to be fun to watch this movie not knowing much. I also have not seen the old Dune film directed by David Lynch, which I have heard different reviews about. Some people say it's okay, some people like it, some people don't. But I have not seen it, and here you are wondering, then why are you excited about this movie? You have not read the book, you have not seen the movie? Well, let me explain it by saying this. Denis Villeneuve. Dune is going to be a sci-fi film directed by none other than Denis Villeneuve, who in my opinion is one of the best directors working today, and he was also claimed to be the best filmmaker of the last decade by the Hollywood Film Association. This man has directed some great films like Prisoners, Enemies, Sicario, Arrival, and Blade Runner 2049. One of the biggest reasons why I'm this excited about Denis Villeneuve directing Dune is because this guy did a fantastic job with Blade Runner 2049, which was my favorite film of 2017. He knocked it out of the park there. He had a perfect approach with that film. He didn't go like, you know what, I'm gonna make an action-packed sci-fi film that will please the audiences. No, he did a slow-paced movie that took its time. It was amazing, visually stunning. It was just a great film. And looking back at that, I know he's going to do as great with Dune, and he's going to have a perfect approach and film it in a way that will work for the film. He's not going to think about the audience and how can I please it. Oh, I'll add more action scenes with these like creatures coming out of the sand. He's not going to do that. He's going to do what this movie needs to be. He's going to build up the atmosphere. I just believe in that guy. You know, you may be like, you know what, you have not seen the film. You were talking like you were reviewing the film already, but I can sense it. Speaking of Blade Runner 2049, back in 2017 it was a box office failure, which honestly broke my heart, although I was expecting it since it's a slow-paced, nearly 3 hours long movie that, you know, not everybody enjoys. And in fact, I remember in the theater when I was watching the film, 2 people actually went out of the theater. They just, you know, they were probably bored. So I'm really hoping that Dune will not have the same fate as Blade Runner 2049 and it will make some money. Although I don't really believe that it was going to do that great in box office. But we'll see. And actually, maybe people will go in just for the cast. Speaking of cast, by the way, it's insane. We have our lead character played by one of the most talented young actors working today, Timothee Chalamet, his love interest played by Zendaya, and then we have Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, Jason Momoa, Javier Bardem, Josh Brolin, Dave Bautista, Stellan Skarsgard. Insane cast, all these guys in one movie. I cannot wait to watch them work together. Unfortunately, this time around, we're not going to have Roger Deakins behind the camera, who worked with Denis Villeneuve in films like Sicario and Blade Runner 2049. That got him his Oscar finally, and deservingly so. But we're going to have a really good cinematographer anyways, Greg Fraser, who I believe in. I think is going to do a really good job, and they filmed in real locations. I know they filmed in Jordan, so I'm really hoping for some stunning visuals. Also, a fun fact, Hans Zimmer turned down Christopher Nolan's Tenet to write a score for Dune because he said that story holds a special place in his heart. So with this cast and crew, my expectations go above and beyond. And also Denis Villeneuve has a 2-film vision for the story. Obviously, Dune book is big, gigantic, so he's going to make 2 films, which regardless of the fact that there are going to be 2 separate films, I think that both of them are going to be long. Again, I don't know, we don't have the official length of the film yet. We don't even have a poster or a trailer or anything, except we know the cast. But I still think that it is going to be a longer film, which I'm excited about. I want a long sci-fi movie directed by Denis Villeneuve. But one of the biggest reasons why I'm this excited about Dune is because we're not really getting that many original sci-fi movies anymore, like big, ambitious sci-fi films. Now, before you type in the comments, well, what do you mean, like superhero films, and we have like Star Wars, and we had Alien Covenant a couple years ago. That doesn't count. I don't mean like sequels and billions of other stuff. I don't mean that. I mean like an original, big, ambitious, refreshing sci-fi movie, and with a man like Denis Villeneuve behind the scenes. Dune is going to be everything I want from a sci-fi movie, everything I desire and my heart needs, and probably more. So that is it for this several minutes long video where I just sat and talked about how excited I am for Dune. I hope you were not bored, but yeah, I just cannot wait. I hope we get a trailer soon. I don't know, it's gonna come out in December, so probably in a couple of months, and at least a poster. Give us something, please. I cannot wait. But now I want to know your opinion. What is your most anticipated film of 2020? And what do you think about the upcoming Dune? It's coming out in December. We're going to have to wait for a little while, but you know, I think it's going to be worth it. So, if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike. And if you don't want to miss my other movie and TV show related videos, please consider subscribing. Bye.